Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping headfirst into a world where your very thoughts can become real, and where true power isn't found out there in the world, but deep inside you. We're following a hero's journey to unlock an incredible secret, and it all kicks off with one big question. So let's just start with that. Seriously, what if your innermost thoughts, the good, the bad, the random, just happened instantly? Imagine a world with absolutely no filter between your mind and the reality around you. Kind of terrifying, right? Well, in the knowledgeable house of the White Liger, that's not a what if, it's just Tuesday. For them, this thought manifestation is a daily reality. And yeah, at first it was total chaos, like instant karma for every single stray thought. But, this constant immediate feedback loop forced them to develop an unbelievable level of mental discipline. They had to learn to master their own minds, and in doing so, they learned to shape their entire world with nothing but pure willpower. And this brings us to our hero, Mitsuki. She's an ancient guardian of this house, and she's on a quest to figure out her own sealed power. It's all locked away inside this mysterious pocket watch-looking device, this sigil called the internal titanium chronochrome. But okay, here's the first major twist in the story. Mitsuki was told that to unlock this sigil, she had to go out and defeat 400 enemies. Simple enough, right? Wrong. That was just a cover story. The real key, the hidden truth, had nothing to do with fighting other people. It was about starting an elemental revolution deep inside herself. So let's dive into what that actually means. To kick off this revolution, Mitsuki has to literally enter a dimension inside her own sigil. And once she's in there, she finds the first big barrier, a seriously complex and interconnected series of elemental trials. She's immediately confronted by these 7 massive halls, and each one is basically a gateway to a fundamental element of the universe. Now, this is not a test of strength. She can't just blast her way through. To pass, she has to truly, deeply understand the very essence of each of these elements. Yeah, so each hall is basically a giant metaphysical puzzle. You can see the process here. It's a 3-step deal. First, she has to figure out the gate's condition. For fire, for instance, it was the power to ignite. Then she has to understand the principle behind it. Like, how do you create ignition from literally nothing? She figures out she can use gravitational pressure to superheat the air, which then triggers this whole chain reaction. So, see? It's a test of her mind, not her muscle. So, after this incredible journey of mastering all 7 halls, of learning how to synthesize and even nullify the core building blocks of existence, Mitsuki has a revelation. The sigil, this thing she thought she was just trying to control, begins to reveal its true nature. Having proven she wasn't just powerful, but that she actually understood, the sigil wakes up. It shows her that it was never just a tool or a conduit for power. It's a living, conscious entity, and it's been waiting for her to finally be ready for the truth. And get this, it actually introduces itself, not as some object, but as Tempest Roma, an eternal titan. It explains this profound idea. As long as Mitsuki saw it as a tool is all it could ever be for her. Her real journey wasn't about mastering an object. It was about proving herself worthy of a partnership. And this right here leads us to the absolute core revelation of this whole story. That entire journey through the elements, it wasn't about mastering the world outside. It was actually a map, and it was leading her right back to herself. Tempest Roma drops the next bombshell. The quest was never about controlling external forces at all. It was about recognizing that those very same elements, fire, wind, earth, all of them, already exist inside of us. They are literally hosted by our own biological systems. I mean, just look at this mapping. This is that direct metaphysical link we're talking about. Fire isn't just something out there, it's hosted in the gut, which, by the way, explains why Mitsuki felt it as a burning intuition during her trials. Wind is in our lungs. Lightning is in our nervous system. The entire macrocosm of the universe is mirrored right here in the microcosm of our bodies. It's incredible. This just changes everything for Mitsuki's journey, doesn't it? Mastering the elements isn't about throwing fireballs or creating windstorms. It's about mastering herself. It's about connecting the universe inside her own body to the universe at large. The power wasn't something she had to gain. It was inside her the whole time, just waiting to be recognized. And that really just leaves us with one last huge thought to chew on. if we take this idea from the story and just think about it for a second, if our bodies truly are vessels for the fundamental forces of nature, it just makes you wonder, right? What incredible power, what deep cosmic connection is lying dormant inside every single one of us, just waiting for us to wake it up.